There are plenty of marshes.
Let's begin.
Yes. I agree.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. Conquer Xiaopei and seize Liu Bei's stronghold. Be expedient. Have no mercy.
The castle gate will be guarded by the infamous Guan Yu. Breaking through will not be easy. I must advise you not to face him
The enemy officer.
Xiaopei Castle is surrounded by rivers. Liu Bei's forces will likely be wary of any attempts to flight. So, let's test that theory first.
Start the advance! The enemy officer has been defeated.
The enemy is targeting the floodgates wing. I cannot leave my post here.
The enemy officer
Liu Bei's family is within the castle walls after all. We just have to believe our allies can handle it themselves.
this territory. The enemy officer
The floodgates are heavily defended. The enemy must fear them being used in an attack.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Guan Yu. I've managed to get some reinforcements from Lord Yuan Shao. The enemy officer
We caught them
has been
unprepared!
defeated.
Now we can strike back against Cao Cao. Forward march!
Liu Bei! Zhang Fei! My brother! Now it's time for a counterattack!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I lies Liu Bei's home. I shall allow none of you to set foot
The
inside.
enemy officer has been defeated.
He's here too. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
The enemy officer
Let's begin our attack on Liu Bei.
March forward. So my brother was the target all along.
The floodgates, or Liu Bei, Guan Yu will surely be torn. By bringing either to the brink of destruction and force him to decide. This will get Guan Yu away from the castle
The
gates.
enemy officer
With such a cunning plan, we can use their oath of brotherhood against them.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
If the floodgates are taken, the castle will be bound to fall. The defense of the castle is in your hands. I will lead a sortie to drive the enemy back from the floodgates. Advance now!
Guan Yu, remarkable on the battlefield as always.
I will not allow your plans to come to fruition. On my own blade, I will cut down anyone who dares attack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Good. It worked. Now is our chance to take Xiape Castle.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Here's the resistance is futile. We must find a way to overcome this situation.
I've been waiting for this.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Such a tremendous skill. I cannot ease up even for a moment. All my might.
We are making progress. Our hard work is paying off.
Let's go. Put me on the back foot. This isn't good. Not hold out for much longer. Take this. Time is right. Go.
This appears to be as far as we come.
Now. All my might. No. I must concede defeat for now. I cannot defend the castle as a dead man.
Well done. Guan Yu was a formidable enemy officer has been defeated. Brave. You grow ever more adept as an officer.
To have defeated Guan Yu, the Guan Yu, you continue to soar above my expectations. With the situation as it is, we should be able to take Xiape Castle easily enough. Let's begin.
Start the advance!
I will do as Lord Guan Yu ordered, even if it means my death. Single foe shall enter these walls. Has been defeated. So this is the enemy officer. I'm afraid I must retreat.
Looking rough.
Within the castle walls? Does this mean Lord Guan Yu was defeated?
The foe is wavering. This is our chance to renew the assault on the castle.
The moment has come. I'm disappointed. I did not think it would come to this.
This is an interesting surprise. Let's find out how much you've learned.
Prepare yourself, Liu Bei. Today I will strike you down and end the misfortune you have caused.
Defeated.
All my might.
What is this?
The enemy officer
Has been defeated. Any more of this? We'll finish this another day.
The enemy officer
Be strong,
has been
my
defeated.
brothers. Stay safe. Let's go.
It's no easy thing to defy Lord Cao Cao. We must flee, regroup, and gather our strength. Forgive me, Guan Yu.
Child's play. If this is the best they can offer, we'll soon prevail. We'll give you our support. You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Looking rough.
Sense here! For that.
Looking rough.
Take this! Let's get serious. Sense here!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sure know how to fight!
I did not expect the victory to be so easy. Our tacticians are wise indeed.
Got it!
Officer has been defeated.
Must fall back.
Lord Guan Yu will return. When he does, we will be ready for him. All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I won't forget this.
Xiaopei Castle is now under our control. Next up, Guan Yu himself.
Looking rough.
Whoa. The foe has already come this far? Could it be that all is already lost? This! Hold my power! Xiaopei has not yet fallen! As long as I live, Liu Bei shall control this land!
Even the mightiest grow tired at some point. Now is the time to act, while Guan Yu is on the back foot.
My sworn brother entrusted me with the castle's defense. So I will fight to my dying breath, even if I am the last man standing. You fight well, but I will not give up. You hear me? Not while my blade is unbroken. Not while life still flickers within me.
Such spirit.
Lord Guan Yu! The castle has already fallen! Surrender at once!
Never! I shall fight to my last breath!
You would dishonor yourself out of stubborn pride, breaking your vow to your sworn brothers that you would die together, defying your duty to protect that which Liu Bei entrusted to you. Would your honor truly allow that?
I need 3 promises from you. I will surrender to the Emperor, not to Lord Cao Cao. No harm shall come to the family of Liu Bei. And the moment I find my brothers, I shall run to their side.
You have my word. I shall convey your wishes to
I accept those terms. How outstanding to have a renowned hero such as you on our side. May our acquaintance be long and fruitful.
So, Yuan Shao's forces remain inert.
Not that they had a choice in the matter. Yuan Shao is afraid of making mistakes. For that reason, he will always try to make the safe choice, leaving him unable to act upon the sudden changes of war.
Making the safe choice isn't always a bad thing, but it's hardly a strategy befitting the times. Being able to move quickly at the expense of some griping is by far the wiser choice.
Yuan Shao's lordly decision to always pursue the best option is both his strength and his weakness. Using that weakness to our advantage may allow us to decimate his massive army. That should be enough for now. Let us return to you so that we can prepare for what is to come.
Xia Pei is surrounded by so many waterways. If they overflow, the city may just float away.
Lords Guan Yu and Zhang Fei are amazing.
I'm so hungry.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to a wanderer named
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. He's just...
How's things? You've had a taste of officer life now. Starting to get used to things around here? No holding back, am I right? Good to see we can count on you. In any case, you're doing a fine job leading this band of ruffians. We may have our disagreements at times, but I got a feeling that you'll do fine. You were picked out by Lord Cao Cao himself, after all. Oh, almost forgot. I've good news for you. Remember when I told you that I was considering how to apply my natural talents to transporting provisions? Well, I
I think I've really found my calling there. Lord Cao Cao said my newfound skills will be a valuable addition to his force. Now, we can send provisions throughout the land with ease. We won't have to worry about plundering or getting sacked. We'd be one step closer to his vision. I've been trying to figure out what I could do, but I think it's finally coming together. Damn right. But you know, I wouldn't have come this far without you. Whenever I see you at work, my doubts seem to completely vanish, and I see everything in a new light. And I'm here wondering what I can expect from you next. I just can't take my eyes off of you. Well, isn't that a nice thing to say? Guess that means we're meant for each other. Let's keep giving the world something to be amazed at. Should be easy enough for the two of us.
This town has gotten bigger now that I think about it. I wonder if that's thanks to Lord Cao Cao.
Pardon me a moment.
Officer has been defeated. This'll do.
Even Myrtle is about to push harder.
Let's go. Sacred Heart protect us. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect time. This'll do. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Got this! Rough. All my might. Rough. All my might. All my might. Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Thank you.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
I see Cao Cao's old habits are back in force. He's been trying this way and that to bring Guan Yu under his command. They say he's given him all sorts of treasures, even the fabled red hair. It's a familiar sight. Cao Cao loses all restraint when he encounters talent. But he's a true hero now, trying to rule over the realm. And a great hero becoming overzealous over a single officer is a problem. I doubt Guan Yu would change allegiances over mere flattery. And if I'm right, the enemy just gained another weapon. I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt us later.
What perfect timing! Lord Cao Cao has called for you. We must hurry.
I have a question. Were you close to Guan Yu? Oh, I see. Guan Yu is a man of integrity. I imagine he will want to return to Liu Bei's side, but it would be a shame if such talent were lost along with Liu Bei's life. If possible, I would like him to join my forces. I had hoped that if you knew him well, you might be able to think of a way to win him over. So even you cannot think of a way to bring him over to our side. If he wishes to return to Liu Bei no matter what, then perhaps we must make sure that is no longer an option. Before anything else, I want to know what Guan Yu is thinking. The moment our army has a chance to rest, I'd like you to find that out for me.
What? You're asking if I want to continue serving Lord Cao Cao? Certainly. He has been incredibly generous, and has treated Liu Bei's family well. That is a debt I must repay in full before I leave. But I do not intend to stay here long. I will leave as soon as I know where my brother has gone. I, Guan Yu, will stand with Liu Bei until my death. That is an oath I will not break. That is not the issue. My loyalty is with Liu Bei. Simple as that. Liu Bei is weaker than Lord Cao Cao. A cause for concern in some ways, I admit. Whenever he sees others suffering or in misery, he is driven to help them, heedless of logic. Because of that, we, and Liu Bei himself, have had to endure countless hardships. Some may see that as foolishness. Others may jeer, calling it a lack of principle. But Liu Bei knows the suffering of the people. He knows the cries of the destitute who lack the power to act. I believe that is the quality necessary to bring an end to these times of war. Forgive my prattle, but those are my thoughts in full. I presume you came here at Lord Cao Cao's behest to see where I stand? If you would, please tell him that I am sorry.
Lord Guan Yu, I hear that Lord Liu Bei is still missing. I cannot imagine how that must feel. But I am happy that I could fight alongside you once more. And I say that in earnest.
I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and the lives of my brother's family.
No need. The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm. You said the same to me once.
Zheng Liao.
I echo that sentiment. Lord Guan Yu, you are worthy of our respect, and I am glad we could speak once more.
Lord Shi Huang.
My training with you was my salvation when I lost my way. At the risk of sounding presumptuous, I hope our presence here eases your suffering even a little.
Aye. We may have different reasons and circumstances, but we are all warriors climbing the same peak. If we train and continue to better our minds and bodies, a path may one day present itself.
I am beyond grateful to both of you. Let us spar, that I may reforge my wavering mind.
Nothing would bring me more joy.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait? Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
Sounds like fights are...
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
Now that I'm a father myself, I finally...
Shall we provide backup? Onward! To join our allies! Begin the attack!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Looking rough. Way to stick it to them! And for me to let loose! Let's get that spark! Concentrate. You ought to go charging into things. Dangerous.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Start the advance!
Take this! Let's get serious.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Good defeat. Way to stick it to them. Good for me to let loose. Let's march!
Let's go.
Cross here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Begin the advance. All units, march.
Concentrate.
Begin the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
You're done. I'll go at it. The damn rampage stops now. Let's march.
Take this. Take this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this. You'll keep me amused, I hope.
Concentrate.
All my might. Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. We must push harder. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Not many people can read and write.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Castle's imposing visage is the only thing that...
We have it better than most, just being able to live out our days in peace.
I heard 2 important warriors were fighting over some jade.
Sounds like the governor here's earned a fair share.
The more battles they have, the busier our...
We too serve as a How much encouragement people have gained from Lady Sun Shengxian's gallantry.
Business has been good, thanks to all the people coming from the west.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
The children remain innocent and unflappable.
even in this war.
Wanderers.
So, now His Majesty has to serve Cao Cao? I feel bad for him.
The scars left by Lu Bu's assault truly run deep.
Let's begin.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces? Headed for Baima Castle? I have to warn Lord Yin Liang.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yin Liang's side. March forward!
Looking rough. We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjing. Bear witness to my power. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him.
Defeated.
We march at once!
This territory appears to be evaded detection by the enemy.
Has been defeated.
We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Their numbers matter not, for I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory. Begin advancing!
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
The ambush is about to begin.
The enemy officer
We must act
has been
as
defeated.
Behold, Allied forces are marching toward
The enemy officer
This will be enough to
been
break the
defeated.
siege. Stand strong. Our victory is imminent.
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We shall attack like a surging wave. Make haste with preparations. All my might.
We managed to rally our forces.
All my might.
But we must maintain our advantage.
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade. Emperor Guan Yu! Fight me! If you think you are strong enough!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated. I've been waiting for this.
Got you! Bear witness to my power. Let's go!
And I think this...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Indeed, you really do seem to be a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
I can't believe this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Been bested. How can this be?
What? Ben Liang has been defeated. This cannot be! I can't believe we managed to drive back such a large force. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Attack Yanji and bring me Cao Cao.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanji. This time, we can send some of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the river to the north and attack the enemy from behind. We must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Could it be? No, that's not possible.
Take this! Let's get serious! Take this! Bear witness to my Take this!
The enemy officer
the sacred
has been defeated.
Those eyes. Yes, you must be.
You should stop here to assess the situation. The time is right. We should attack now.
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. The enemy officer has been defeated. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it. Got you! Let's go!
An unprepared charge into enemy ranks will be the end of you.
The enemy officer
seems favorable.
has been defeated.
But we must continue to fight hard.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Keep pressuring them. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn it all. Why did it have to end like this?
What? Wensho has fallen! This is not possible. What on earth happened? I could foresee losing either Yanliang or Wensho, but for both to have been slain. You fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. Let's pull our forces back for now. This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humble, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted.
It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful. Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Zuluan, down your own path. Are you crying?
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping...
Well... Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose... It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time. You should figure out...
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say a bunch of his soldiers...
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
Oh, pardon my manners. I was so deep in thought that I'd forgotten our plans to meet. Yes, to tell you the truth, I haven't had even a moment to rest. Matters of war have been left to Lord Shunyo, Jashu, and Goja. That leaves the task of governing Shu in my hands. I must also be vigilant against agents of Yuan Shao interfering with domestic affairs. And the recent incident is yet to be fully dealt with. Yes, the attempt made on Lord Cao Cao's life, at the behest of the Emperor himself. Truth be told, he had considered the possibility, but not so soon. It's should a mere retainer be allowed to attain more power than the Emperor? This is a matter that we must now carefully consider. There are many issues at hand, but for now, I must remain focused on protecting our leader. Yes, but I do also desire respite. Perhaps it's fatigue taking its toll on me, but I find that my ability to focus is beginning to fray. The other day, I was out negotiating with officials and handling government affairs, all without noticing that my hat had caved in. The funny thing is that later I actually saw the ministers all walking together with their hats caved in the exact same way. I couldn't believe how quickly my carelessness had become a fashion statement. I suppose all I can do now is wait for it to go out of style. That would be an entirely new source of embarrassment, and they would wonder why it's coming from you. I'd like for you to keep all this to yourself. Let it be our little secret. Be that as it may, I am glad that we have made plans to meet later. If I am to rest, I would very much like it to be with you at my side. Now, shall we make our way to my estate? Please forgive me if I fall asleep on the way.
The children remain innocent and unflappable, even in this war-torn world of ours.
Lord Eugene is way too strict.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to make that their right.
Now that I'm a father myself, I finally understand.
Ah, I'm pleased to see you. Though it is the eve of battle, you appear as calm as always. Come, sit. Let us talk as friends. Now is not the time to stand on ceremony. Still, I am surprised to see you here. I sent the letter with little hope of a reply, let alone a personal visit. Indeed, I also wanted to see you again. I could not go myself, so I thank you for taking the risk to come here. Things could have been different between us. Here we are, forced to meet in secret like conspiring thieves. I regret not making you mine before parting ways with Cao Cao. But I only have myself to blame. I let pride get in the way. Once you agreed to serve Cao Cao, you would never leave him. Admirable, I suppose, but now it has come to this. I know you, through and through, thanks to that night we spent together. Of course you do. Nor will either of us forget it, no matter what happens. Now, what to do tonight? Given the circumstances, I'm not able to extend my usual grand hospitality. But since you went to the trouble of sneaking in here, the least we can do is talk for a while. We'll forget about our situation for a while, and I'll tell you all there is left to tell of Yuan Shao. Come, let's go somewhere more agreeable. I won't take no for an answer.
The doctor gave me...
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.